2 o'clock Central Time, 3 o'clock Eastern Time, but it's all the right time because, it's always the right time. What is time? What is time and space? I'm just kind of riffing for a minute until we build a little bit of traffic. People are starting to come in. Hey, everybody. Let's look at the chat. How y'all doing? Welcome. Happy day, happy life, happy journey. Welcome to the loving room at Rhythmia. I'm on my nice couch. Here we are. It's a beautiful day here in Costa Rica. It's feeling like a Costa Rican Christmas, sunny and breezy. Forecast today, sunny and breezy. That's what we're talking about. And today's topic for all of you streaming in, welcome, is hey, Bernie, what's up? Woohoo! So it's a beautiful day, and I was just sitting here getting ready for this Facebook Live, working on my Louis Armstrong impersonation. Did you know that? I'm going to do it a little bit for you right now. Are you ready? Basin Street is the street where the best folks, mama, where they always meet in New Orleans, land of dreams. Okay, enough of Louis, but it makes me feel better because the topic today, woohoo, is how to get out of your funk. Get out of your funk, mama. That's what we're talking about. Who we got? Deborah, hey. For a second, you thought you were on the Weather Channel. Live at 5, weather in Costa Rica. Here we are. How to get out of your funk. You feel a little funky? Well, get out your funk, boo. That's what I'm talking about. How do you get out of your funk? Sing. Singing actually really works for me. That's a great way to get out of your funk. And I really saw what the best way is service. That's what I want to talk about today. One of the things that I love about being here at Rhythmia is that I get to, all right, funk. I see the comments coming in. One of the most beautiful things about getting to be here, getting to be of service here, is that the first thing I get to do is work on my own spiritual growth and development. The second thing I get to do is walk that path with others, the path of spiritual growth and development with others. And the third thing is I get to be in service to something greater than myself. This is the way to get out of a funk, to be in service to something greater than yourself. One of our shaman here, medicine workers, light workers, beautiful friend of mine, was talking about a trip. He was feeling really heavy, like stuff was like, life just seems so heavy, right? And we all get to that point where the little things in life start to weigh down on us, and it seems like everything is so deep. And when we get that way, our vision starts to narrow. We get a myopathy, right? We get myopic, and we start to get a narrow vision. And all of a sudden, all we see is life through this little lens of our troubles. And then everything gets processed through that lens. And so my friend was telling me about feeling that way. And he was just saying, show me. Like, I don't know what to do. Show me. I need a sign. And he's driving down a dirt road here in Costa Rica. And a lady literally steps out in front of his car off the side of the road. And she's with her 2 small children and older son. And he stops, and he has to, right? And he ends up, they say, well, we need a ride. And he goes, well, I can take you as far as here. And they say, okay, that's great. We're walking to Panama from Tamarindo, Guanacaste, Costa Rica, walking to Panama. It's an 8-9 hour drive to the border to drive, right? So that's got to be weeks to walk. And so he goes, well, I'll take you to Tamarindo, right? So while he's taking them to Tamarindo, he hears their story and, all the stuff that comes up around, are they telling me the truth? What are they going to do? Are they just trying to get money? Are they manipulating me? All of this stuff. And he ends up buying them bus tickets to Panama. And he came back and told me the story. And he said, all of my troubles went away, right? Like, here are these people, they didn't have any luggage. They didn't have any money. A mother and 3 kids who have been buffeted by coronavirus and the economic turndown were walking to Panama. And, he said it really helped him get out of his funk, right? Helped him get out of his funk because he was of service. And this is one of the most important things, reminders for me, because I can easily get in a funk. Things can seem so oppressive. All of the things, the tyranny of the urgent, right? We all have that tyranny of the urgent. And things can become very, very heavy. And when we can be of service, when we can extend ourselves, it helps 2 things happen. It moves me out of this me-centered reality. And then I can get to see somebody else's problems, right? And our problems are like our medicine. Our quote problems are the exact medicine that we need, that life is reflecting back to us, the very things that we need in order to move out of, or rather, life is presenting and reflecting back to us the very things that we need in order to heal, the very things within us that need to be healed and brought to the light. It's perfect. It's a perfect design. It's perfect order, balance, and harmony. I'm going to use an example from science that will prove this. So we do, anybody familiar with stem cells? Stem cells are these amazing cells that are in a pre-differentiated state. That means, if I have cells that are in my liver, I can't make liver cells into lung cells, right? I can't make eye cells into teeth, right? They're already differentiated and they can't change back. But stem cells are pre-differentiation and they respond to their environment. So when stem cells enter the body, let's say I have something going on in my shoulder and my shoulder hasn't been able to heal. That's probably because my cells in my shoulder are missing some growth factors, some cytokines, some exosomes, some NAD, some peptides, all the things that I might need. And my body's like, I'm hearing you, but I can't quite get there right now. I got some other stuff. I got a mother-in-law over here coming for Christmas that I can't handle. I got my kids over here. I've got work over here. Lots of stuff going on. Stress. I'm handling that. I can't work on repairing this right now. Stem cells would enter the body and they hear the call of your cells. I need some help. And we're missing some growth factors and some cytokines and some exosomes. Can you please help me? And the stem cells go, oh yeah, I got that. And they release these secretions with the exact information, the exact proteins and growth factors and exosomes that your cells are requiring. And they release these packets of information. They're called secretions. And they go directly to the cell and it's like a software update. It's like, oh, here's what you're missing. Let me ramp you up. And then your cells in your shoulder go, oh, well, I remember how to do this. We need some more vasculature over here. We need a little bit more blood flow. Let's build up a little tissue, a little tendon, a little cartilage, right? And the response is right. It's the perfect antidote to the issue. Well, that is a great example from science, from biology, that shows how perfect our perceived problems are, that there is the exact answer, that call and response, that what we are experiencing is uniquely designed for us, uniquely designed for our healing, what we require, the areas within us that are seeking to be healed. And when we start to look at other people's problems, we start to realize, shit, if I'll take mine back. Right? Like my buddy was upset about his problems, but when those people came, he saw their problems were way better, way bigger than his. And he was like, you know what? I'm good with mine. Let me help you out with yours because they're a lot more profound than mine. And this is the key, that our problems are actually the very fuel for our next stage of growth and development. So the first way to get out of a funk is to be of service. And I'm going to go to the second way, but I want to respond to some beautiful comments. Thank you, Bernie. Patty, hello. Welcome from Cabo. Almaz, hello. Sean, what's up? What's happening? Northwestern Pennsylvania, love you. Dorota, love you. Sending all the good vibes your way. Hello, Teresa from Portland. Joy, thank you. I've been working on stem cells for a while. Thank you, Joy. Okay, so the second way to get out of a funk is the realization that it's all happening. Hey, Mike, good to see you too, brother. It's all happening for us. It's all happening for us. And what we are going through in time and space is what we're going through in time and space is what we have to go through. But from the perspective of the divine, from the perspective of the unified field, it's already done. How does that work? Reverend Michael uses a great example of an ant and an anthill and a sugar cube. So let's say there's an ant at an anthill and there's a sugar cube. And the ant crawls out of the anthill and he sees the sugar cube and he's like, oh, I won't get that. He starts going over to the sugar cube and he gets about halfway and then he looks back at the anthill and he's like, that anthill, it's far away, and looks at the sugar cube, that's far away too. I don't know which way to go. And he goes to the anthill and wants to go back. He wants to go back into the anthill. He wants to go back into what's comfortable, to his comfort zone. But if he goes forward, he or she, if they go forward, they get the goods. They get the sweet stuff, right? They get what they need. They get that reward, that good that they're looking for. From the perspective of the divine can see the whole thing. The divine's like, maybe it's right here. There's the good stuff. There's the sugar. It's right there, right? We're in the middle of the process. And in the middle of the process, it's like, I don't know which way to go. I can see the good there, but that's far away. And I know what's in the anthole. It's comfortable. It's familiar. It's what I know. It's not outside of my box, right? So the process of us moving through the vicissitudes and difficulties of life is that we move forward. The fastest way out is through, baby. And so know that your good this is the other way to get out of a funk. Know that your good is just ahead. And if you keep inching forward, that sweetness that you so desire, we all so desire, is right there. Nothing is withholding it from us. Nothing is stopping it from us except ourselves, except our unwillingness to be in the discomfort, except our addiction to our comfort, our addiction to what we know, our addiction to the known, because the sugar is in the unknown. It's out there. But this is time and space, past, present, future. The past is the anthole. The present is where I'm at right now in the process. And the future is the good. Now, in the divine's perspective, it's all happening now. I'm seeing it from up here. I see the beginning, the middle, and the end, and it's all now. But from our perspective, I'm in the middle of it. So this is a great thing to remember when we're in our funk, right? Is that we can move forward little by little, gently, knowing that our good is available to us. And the only thing that's stopping us from receiving all the good, all the sweetness, is our refusal to move forward, right? Not to capitulate, not to go back. So there's another part of the story of how to get out of a funk. And really, being of service is the key. This is a great time of year to be of service, to remind ourselves how grateful we are for everything that we have, for everything is happening for us, even what doesn't fit my picture, even what doesn't fit my picture. Can I rest in that? Can I sit in stillness and go, I cannot see the good right now. Everything seems like it's going to hell in a handbasket, but I know it's here somewhere. I know the good is here somewhere. Can I see it? Let me see it. Let me see it. And being of service is that beautiful way to pull us into an awareness of something greater. For when we move out of the me plan and into the we plan, we expand our awareness. This is one of the first steps of spiritual growth and development, is moving from it's happening to me to it's happening that I have some facility in creating my reality. There are some laws and some principles that work every time, and I just need to anchor into those. This is the next stage of spiritual growth and development. And this time of year for service, here's the difference. When I am of service, I expand myself. When I am of service, let's see, how do I say it? When I am of service, I address the wholeness in you. The wholeness in me meets the wholeness in you. And I'm energized. It happens every time. When I have a private session with a client last Saturday, I was literally crying. I was crying in the morning. Things seemed so heavy and so tough, man. They seemed so tough. I called my prayer partner and he said to me, do you want to cancel your sessions? I had 3 client sessions lined up back to back for private counseling, spiritual counseling. He said, do you want to cancel your sessions? And I said, no, because when I step into that sacred space, something lifts me because I'm being of service. And I'm serving the wholeness in myself and the wholeness in them. The distinction here is service versus fixing and helping. When I have to fix something or when I'm helping someone, it's automatically a hierarchical relationship, because if you need my help, I have something that you don't. Or if I need someone else's help, I'm lacking something that I need to get from them. It's automatically hierarchical. But when I step into service, it's equal, it's egalitarian, and the wholeness in me meets the wholeness in you. And in that way, I'm lifted. We're all lifted. And let me tell you, by the end of my 3-hour sessions, I felt great because I got to be of service. So there's a couple ways to get out of a funk. Let's see what else people are saying. Great to see you, Deborah, coming in January. Get ready. Get ready. Fiona, thank you. Julie, blessings from Miami. Autumn, hello. Milor, hello. Patty, stem cells, I'll talk to you about that offline, Patty. And yes, that darn comfort zone. Great, great, great. Thank you all so much. So let's see. Last thing that I would say. Quick little joke, but it proves the point of what we're talking about. When we can't see it, when things seem to be like shit, there's some good in there somewhere. So there's a story about an optimistic kid and a pessimistic kid. And the optimistic kid and the pessimistic kid have to clean the stables on a Saturday. And so the adult says, we'll clean the stables. The kids go clean the stables. A little while later, the adult goes to check on the kids, walks in, sees the pessimistic kid, and he's shoveling the horse shit. This sucks. I can't believe it. Bullshit. Saturday, I have to clean the stables, and my friends are out playing. Right? And then the adult goes to check on the optimistic kid. And the optimistic kid is rolling around in the shit and throwing it up in the air and fucking playing in it. And the adult goes, kid, what are you doing? And he says, with all this horse shit in here, there's got to be a pony somewhere. So that's what we're talking about. In the midst of the shit, there's got to be some good. Let me see it. I'm in the middle of it. I know there's something comfortable behind, but the ahead is unknown, but the sweetness is up ahead. And I got to go through it. I got to watch the film. The end of the film has already been made. It's all good. It's all aces. One with God, one with source, bliss, eternal life, all of that already done. But we got to watch the film to get to the end of it. I got to move forward. I can't go back. I can't capitulate. So during this holiday season, when we sometimes get caught up in our funk, get caught up in our own sadness, I do for sure. Reach out, be of service, spread the love. Remember that the good is just ahead. And as you keep moving forward, just inch forward little by little, you're going to make great progress. I have to remember this myself. I thank you all so much for tuning in today. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. I'm so thankful. I'm so grateful that I get to do this. And it lifts me so much. So I'm grateful. And I'm knowing that you are all led to an ever-increasing good, that the sugar is getting bigger and bigger. That sugar cube just gets bigger, baby. Ever-increasing good, ever-widening fields of awareness, and an ever deeper devotion, an ever deeper connection to the source of all of life. God bless you. Thank you. Much love. Thank you all so much. Bye-bye.